Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy. I'm coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, and I am finally able to sit down and work on a project. I am still missing my knitting mojo. I don't know where it is, but I do have some quilting mojo going, and I'm very excited because I'm working on a project that I started a year ago and I put down because I hated it. I was using, it was mostly like pinks and purples and yellows, and then I also had some like really bright minty greens and then some dark navy blues, and I just hated it. It didn't work for me. So I took out all of the blocks that I made that had the mint green and the blue in them, and I've just kept the ones that are pink, purple, and yellow, and I let it sit on the bottom of this stupid shelving unit that we're getting rid of for a year. And I am finishing up my first semester of grad school. It ends on Sunday. Today is Friday. I just have to finish editing a paper, and then I basically have to do this. I have to talk to camera and talk about what I've learned in the class, which I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to have Doug take Eliza out of the house. So I'm starting my morning off with a wonderful honey iced latte that I made, and I'm working on this checkered garden quilt that I started a year ago, and I'm gonna let it be smaller than I was planning. I really wanted a 6x6 quilt, but I think I'm gonna let it be a 5x5 quilt and let it be just like a lap quilt, one that we take out to the bonfire and just enjoy it for what it is, to get it out of my life. And I've started working on it with some new fabrics, and I have fallen back in love with it, and it's making me so excited. So I'm gonna do the last, I think it's like 7 or 8 blocks that I needed, because I have 17, so it's 8 blocks, and I'm going to lay it out and see what I think, and if I want to make 5 more, I'll make 5 more, and if I want to be done, I'll be done. But I am just sewing my units together to cut, and then it's time to assemble the blocks. So let's keep going. All of the subcuts for the 8 blocks, so now it's just going upstairs and piecing all of the blocks together. I also just got a delivery, which I'm really excited about, because I also want to finish the quilt top that I'm working on. That's like my patchwork quilt top, and I ran out of some greens, and so these 3 greens were delivered, and I also grabbed this Ruby Star Persimmon, and I really liked this floral. So little fabric additions, but 3 of them I actually really needed for to finish the quilt that I'm working on. So I'm gonna go upstairs, piece these together. And I realized I didn't show you the block that I'm working on. If you don't know what a checkered garden quilt looks like, this, it's probably not the best. A lot of these are pretty low contrast, which I like. Yeah, so it was, do you see why I just didn't want the blue in here? Doug picked out this combination, which is kind of a wild one, but I like it. These are all the mostly yellow mustard color blocks. I have my pinks and purples here. Oh, I like this one a lot. That one's really pretty. So I think now that I have the blocks that I am working on now, I really think this is going to come together really, really well. I'm not really a purple girl, so it's kind of funny to me that there's so much purple in this quilt. And then I have some blocks that my phone is sitting on. But I'm going to go work on getting these also together, and then we'll have 25 blocks for this quilt to be done. And I got to use some of my favorite fabric like this. I think it's Ruby Star Society. I think it's like Primrose or something. It's these cute little turnips. I love that fabric. I love my spoon fabric from, all of this is Ruby Star, actually. I got this really pretty coral starry fabric and this Food Groups fabric from Egg and Friends. I really like this speckle. Eliza's mad at her game, I think. She's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh, I really, really, really love these gals. It's one of my favorites. Strawberries, birds. It's just a hodgepodge. I'm really excited to put all these blocks together. It's been a few days. It is Sunday, and Doug took Eliza out of the house so I could finish my last project for my grad school class, and I had to record a video and do like a demonstration of learning presentation. So I just finished that. I just edited it, and it is now exporting, and I just have to turn it in and I'm done. I'm so excited. I'm like kind of emotional about it. I'm really excited that it's done. And now I am going to make some food. It is just after 12 here. It started raining, which is lovely. I have a bunch of candles burning, and I'm going to finish hopefully this quilt top today as I am connecting all of them. So it should be done today. So it's going to be a big day. I feel really, really proud and excited that this journey is one step closer to being done. It is Wednesday, and it's time to finish this quilt top. I have one more seam left to go, and then I will press that seam open and she'll be ready. I am so glad that I came back to this quilt. I fell back in love with it. I'm so glad I added these like super funky, these girls, and there's like some fruit and eggs and this star. It really made the quilt, and I'm really happy that I held off on it and did it the way that I wanted to finish it. It's not perfect at all, but it's a good size. It's going to be a great quilt to have on the couch or take outside with us when it gets a little bit colder in the fall and early winter. And I'm just so excited to have it done, and it just feels like the perfect time to get this going. So I've ordered the backing fabric for this quilt. It's the wide back of the strawberry print, and I also ordered the batting. I have no idea what I'm gonna bind it in. That is something that I've got to have a think about, but that's way down the road. I would love to have this quilt done before my fall semester starts at school, which is August 31st. I think I can get close, if not actually do it. Because I'm not working my second job a ton over the next 2 weeks. I don't have any school to work on. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the last seam in this quilt and then show you what it looks like. I finished. I love it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this whole thing in frame, but this has finished out to be about a 68 by 68 inch square-ish, because to be honest, my seams are not perfect. And so it's a little wonky. It's not a perfect square, but it's done. Here she is. I love it. So this is kind of my favorite quilt size. I love a quilt that's between a large throw and a twin size. I think, excuse me, I think it's the perfect size because I can snuggle with Eliza under this. Doug can join us. It's just the perfect size for how I use a blanket. I also just love, I'd rather a quilt be too big than too small, and I think this is perfect. One of my favorite fabrics of all time is this turnip fabric from this is all Ruby Star Society fabric. This is from the Petunia line, and when I started sewing this fabric, I became obsessed with it, and I have like a yard or two of it. And anytime I see it, I just want to buy it all because I think it's the cutest fabric ever. Yeah, it's just, this turned out way better than I could have ever planned. I love this one. That one's really cool. And I did not love sewing or cutting the blocks. Cutting the blocks was very tedious. However, I think now that I have my stripology ruler, which I did not have when I started this project, I think it'll go much better, and I would definitely make this pattern again. If you missed it, last time I said it, it's the Checkered Garden Quilt. I will link the vlog post and the video tutorial that I used to make my blocks. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And I have an obsession with the Ruby Star Society pinks and yellows. I think they do them better than anyone else. They're the perfect tones. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just gonna keep showing this off. Okay, so quilt top is done, and now I'm gonna just work on other things until my backing and batting show up. And I also need to figure out what fabric I'm going to use to bind this quilt. I'm kind of thinking a hot pink might be really fun. I do have a really nice pink dot fabric that could work. Let me see if I can find it. This is the fabric. It's one of the added ups. I forget which color it is, but I think this could be really cute. Just that little pop of pink. That is where my brain is for this. Oh, I love it. Thank you for joining me for this process. And I cannot wait to continue sewing with you because I'm kind of in a sewing inspired space. And I'm about to finish another quilt top. I just have to make a couple more blocks and that quilt will be done. And then I'm working on my husband's quilt and I'm working on my daughter's quilt soon. So I just have a lot of quilty inspiration and it's really fun to share it with all of you. So I will see you next time.